the mountain and the spirits. I want people to look at the correlation between the word larva, Larva, and lava, which is also said as larva, Lava, and what can we deduce from it. Larva with the R in the 1650s was a ghost, spectre, disembodied spirit, and earlier as larve with an E on the end, circa 1600, from the Latin larva with the R, and earlier, larua, Larua, ghost, evil spirit, demon. Also mask, from the Roman mythology of unknown origin, it's stated. So that's larva, Larva, and then you've got larva, Lava. I'll say it as lava from now on, so not confused. Molten rock issuing from a volcano, 1750, from Italian, and lava, torrent, stream, traditionally said to be from the Latin lava, Lavare, which means to wash, and originally applied in Italian to flash flood rivulets after downpours, and then to streams of molten rock from Mount Vesuvius. Then you have the term lavation, Lavation, act of washing and cleansing, and this is where the term lavatory comes from. Now, lavatory is a wash basin in America, but in the UK it means toilet. And then you have ashes, meaning mortal remains of a person, circa 13th century, and later, to complete the circle, it meant finely pulverized lava thrown from a volcano from the 1660s. So you have larva, ghost, spirit or demon; lava, molten rock producing steam; lavation, which means the act of cleansing; and ashes, mortal remains; and pulverized lava. Does it all tie together? Well, I think so, yes. All mountains are portals in many ways. All volcanoes are definitely portals. And for people who think you can't go through that heat, wrong. You have technology that can change the shape of matter, so that wouldn't change it. And there has been many sightings around the world of objects and craft going in and out of both mountains and volcanoes around the world, and not just modern day either. Why do you think the main mountains in Russia is called the Urals, which means the gods of Ur? Of course, the gods meaning at that time means it's a higher evolved being and not some single bearded man sitting on a cloud passing judgment. But is it lava or lava coming out of the ashes, creating a lavation, the act of washing or cleansing, taking place with a range of volcanoes all going off currently? The jinns reside in the mountains, this we do know and can confirm, more prevalent in certain places than others, and so explains the term larva being a similar spelling and pronunciation of the mountain spewing the larva or lava, and the cleansing of the spirits. You will get where I'm going shortly. Since the jinns issues surrounding Solomon and the 3,000-year covenant and subsequent binding of the dark spirits here, who also took part in building that temple, there has been a steady increase in volcanic activity. and this could well be the planet purging them being the jinns, where larva, spirit, undergoes lavation, cleansing, and comes out in ash, mortal remains, in the flowing lava. Nobody really asks the question as to why the lava is so hot below our feet. Science tries to explain it in their conformity to zero knowledge way and talks about friction, but fails to mention the central sun in all inhabited planets. As above, so below. And it is this that creates the heat and causes the cracks in the crust. Like I mentioned last week of how Nibiru's planet was dying, the reason being was their central sun was corrupted. Now I will say possibly, but I believe this to be correct, due to the power pack device being removed from the central sun and used for rogue purposes. Now that power pack was missing from our central sun until it was replaced and announced in our show around a year ago. This kicked the drive back in gear. This planet has a drive motion, and this is why the planet is moving more phase shifting is taking place, why stars are not in the same place, and why more people are having dizzy spells. With the power pack in place, the expansion of the planet is now underway. Hence the warning, stay off mountains until things settle down, which could be for a few years yet. But the expansion will also lead to a cleansing of those deemed not suitable here, and the jinns were designated not suitable for development on this planet going forward. So the larva is being cleansed via lavation and spills out in the form of ash and lava. It could also be seen in an elemental way as well. Fire, water, air and earth. Are these spirits being cleansed by the fire elements that also uses water that when reacted with air produces steam? The earth is then cleansed and replenished as the spirit floats off into the fifth element, the ether, which is the element I suspect in part creates gravity here. In part, not total. There are many old souls that become trapped below our feet. Is the firedance of the spirit elementals from the volcano releasing the old souls for a return to source? Question mark. And it's something for all to ponder on, the implications of that now and also going forward. Whilst volcanoes are often looked upon with fear, I know they're playing a crucial planetary role here and now of rebalancing and in part resetting the whole planet. It needs cleansing with conditions that will aid all living beings going forward, including the planet herself. The volcanoes also creates our atmosphere, as proven in the piece last week, and appears to be playing a far bigger role in our developments than many considered. As the lava flows, new land is created. Fire has a fear attached to it as well, as it can and has done much damage. And another version of something sacred that has been corrupted here into a fear, distortion or weaponized program. But fire is one of the 4 elementals that is integral to this planet. And so, yes, fire can destroy, but it also transmutes for the good. It reinvigorates the soil and encourages new growth in the forest. Maybe in the future, only the real shamans should live in communes close to the volcanoes, not masses of people. That is not sensible thinking at this juncture of time and development, and never was. Like Hawaii, with the lava cleansing continuing, it seems ridiculous that people still live there. Now, I know there were many people placed there to staff it for the bloody US military, like most islands are in use for strategic military purposes only. Let's get that right. But Hawaii, Mount Etna and many other volcanoes, vast numbers of people live right underneath them, when there are so many other regions untapped to live in safely. And the same applies to living on coasts and rivers. One storm or downpour and you've lost everything. So when you consider only 5% of this planet is developed, that doesn't mean we have to develop the other 95%, no. But there's only 5% of it developed, and you add in the expansion taking place on this planet, which will reduce that figure, because there'll be more land. There's no need for anyone to live in danger zones of that ilk going forward. Next time you go out in nature, consider the impact volcanoes have on and what is around you. They create the air you breathe. The rain, all at some point, came from the inner sun, heating up the lower crust, creating steam, which creates the atmosphere. Without volcanoes, we would have no atmosphere. Feel the connection to the inner sun, not just the planet. As without it, as Nibiru found out, there would be life, Jim, but not as we know it.